So we're going to give you a few announcements first. If there is an emergency, like there was last night, we're going to walk out those doors, up the stairs, and out of West Hall until whoever sets the fire alarm apologizes. Then if you have to go to the bathroom, you're going to go out that door to your right, and then to your left again through the glass doors. There will be one 10-minute intermission. If you leave the room not during an intermission, you may not be able to come back in until during an intermission. We are a green company, so if at the end of the show you don't want to keep your program, you can leave it on your seat and we'll recycle it for the next performance. We have a lot of other student theater coming up. This weekend in the Lisner Downstage, you can see Generic Theater Company's Stop Kiss.
Woo! Woo!
The following November 2nd weekend, Forbidden Planet Productions is putting on Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Woo!
And weekend of November 9th, 14th grade players are putting on Fever Dream.
Woo!
Also, just letting y'all know, we have a camera tonight out in the back aisle, so just be mindful you don't run into it. And without any further ado, enjoy the show.
Night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time, and then the new moon, like to a silver bow, new bent in heaven, shall behold the light of our solemnities.
Go, illustrate. Stir up the Athenian youth to merriments. Awake the pert and nimble spirit of mirth. Turn melancholy forth to funerals. The pale companion is not for our pomp. Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my sword, and won thy love doing thee injuries, but I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with revelling.
Happy be Theseus, our renown too.
Thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her, Stand forth, Lysander. And, my gracious Duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes, and interchanged love tokens with my child. Thou hast by moonlight at her window sung, with feigning verses of feigning love, and stolen the impression of her fantasy. With bracelets of thy hair, rings, gods, conceits, knacks, trifles, nosegays, sweetmeats, messengers of strong prevailment and unhardened youth. With cunning hast thou filched my daughter's heart, turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. And, my gracious Duke, be it so she will not hear before your grace consent to marry with Demetrius. I beg the ancient privilege of Athens. As she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall either be to this gentleman or to her death according to our law immediately provided in that case.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid. To you your father should be as a god, one that composed your beauties, yea, and one to whom you are but as a form in wax, by him imprinted, and within his power to leave the figure or disfigure it. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this kind, wanting your father's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
So will I grow. So live, so die, my lord. Ere will my virgin patent up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and me for everlasting bond of fellowship, upon that day, either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius as he would, or on Diana's altar to protest for austerity and single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia. And Lysander, yield thy crazed title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander! True, he hath my love. In what is mine, my love shall render him. And she is mine, and all my right of her I do state unto Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortunes are every way as fairly ranked, if not with vantage as Demetrius. And which is more than all these both can be, I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Oh, why then should I not prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll avouch to his head, made love to Nadar's daughter, Helena, and won her soul. And she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess that I have heard so much, and with Demetrius thought to have spoke thereof. Being overfull of self-affairs, my mind did lose it. But Demetrius, come, and come. Aegeus, you shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, fair Hermia, look you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will. Come, my Hippolyta. What cheer, my love? Demetrius and Aegeus, go along. I must employ you both in some business against our nuptial and confer with you of something nearly that concerns yourselves.
With duty and desire we follow you.
How now, my love? Why are your cheeks so pale? How chance the roses there do fade so fast?
They like for want of rain, which I could well beteem them from the tempest of my eyes.
Ay me, for aught that I could read, could ever hear through tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth, or else it was different in blood,
Oh, cross, too high to be enthralled to low?
or else misgraft in respect of years,
Oh, spite, too old to be engaged to young.
or else it stood upon the choice of friends,
Oh, hell, to choose love by another's eyes.
or if there were a sympathy in choice, war, death, or sickness did lay siege to it, making it momentary as a sound, swift as a shadow, short as any dream, brief as the lightning in the collie night, that in a spleen unfolds both heaven and earth, and ere man hath the power to say, Behold, the jaws of darkness do devour it up. So quick bright things do come to confusion.
Well, if then true lovers have been ever crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny. Then let us teach our trial patience, for it is us due to love as thoughts and dreams and sighs, wishes and tears, poor fancy's followers.
A good persuasion. Therefore, hear me, Hermia. I have a widowed aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she regards me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee, and to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me then, steal forth thou father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood, a league without the town, where I did meet thee once with Helena to do observance unto a morn of May, there will I stay for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee, by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with a golden head, in that same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly will I meet thee.
Keep promise, love. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither away?
Call you me fair? That fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your fair. Have been fair. Your eyes are lodestars, and your tongue sweet air more tunable than lark to shepherd's ear, when wheat is green, when hawthorn buds appear. Sickness is catching. For favors so yours would I catch, fair Hermia. Ere I go, my ear should catch your voice, my eye your eye. My tongue should catch your tongue's sweet melody. Were the world mine, Demetrius being baited, the rest I'd give to be to you translated. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Your frowns could teach my smiles such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
And my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty, or that fault were mine.
Take comfort. You no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will fly this place. Before the time I did Lysander see, seemed Athens is a paradise to me. Oh, then what graces in my love do dwell then. He hath turned a heaven into a hell.
Helen, to you our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night when Phoebe doth behold her silver visage in a watery glass, decking the liquid pearl to bladed grass. A time when lover's flight doth still conceal. Through Athens' gates we have devised to steal.
And in the wood where often you and I upon faint primrose beds were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms with their cups so sweet. There my Lysander and myself shall meet. And hence from Athens turn away our eyes to seek new friends and stranger companies. Farewell, sweet Phaetala. Pray thou from us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander. We must starve our sight from lovers' food till morrow deep midnight.
I will, my love. And Helena, adieu. As you on him, Demetrius will dote on you.
How happy some or other some can be. Through Athens I am thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius think not so. He will not know what all that he do know. And as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I admiring of his qualities. Things base and vile, holding no quantity, love can transpose to form and dignity. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind. And therefore is winged Cupid painted blind, blind of any judgment taste. Wings and no eyes, figure unheedy haste. And therefore is love said to be a child, because in choice he is so oft beguiled. As waggish boys in games themselves forswear, so the boy love is perjured everywhere. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermes' eye, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine.
this hail some heat from Hermia felt. So he dissolved. Showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. And then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her, and for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense. But herein mean I to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither, and back again.
You are my obsession, you're my obsession. Who do you want me to be? To make you sleep with me. You are my obsession, you're my obsession. Who do you want me to be? To make you sleep with me. You are my obsession, you're my obsession.
Is all our company here?
You are best to call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
I'm merry. Tonight we perform the most lamentable comedy and most tragic death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
Oh, very good piece of work, I assure you. And a merry. Now, good Peter Quince, call forth the actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Nick Bottom the Weaver.
Ready, name what part I am for, and proceed.
Nick Bottom, you are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
A lover that kills himself most gallant for love.
That will ask some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condolence to measure. To the rest. Yet my chief part is for a tyrant. I could play Heracles rarely, or some part or other to tear a cat in to make all split. The ravaging looks, the shivering shocks, shall break the locks of prison's gates. Amphibious' car shall shine from far, and rule and mar the foolish fates. Whew, that was lofty. That's the rest of the players. That was Heracles' vein, a tyrant's vein, a lover's more condoling.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quince.
Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe, a wandering knight?
It is a lady that Pyramus must love.
Let me not play a woman. I have a beard coming.
That's all one. You can play behind the mask, and you may speak as small as you will.
And I may hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too. I will speak in a monstrous little voice. Thisbe, Thisbe. Ah, Pyramus, thy Thisbe dear, thy lover dear, thy lady dear.
No. You must play Pyramus. And Flute, you, Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling, the tailor.
Here, Peter Quince.
Robin Starveling, you must play Pyramus's mother. Snug the you. You must take Thisbe's father, myself Pyramus' father, and Snug the joiner, you the lion's part, and I hope here is a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written yet? If it be, pray give it me, for I'm slow of study.
Oh, it is nothing but roaring. You may do it extempore.
Let me play the lion too. I will roar that I will make any good man's heart hear me. I will roar that I will make the Duke say, let him roar again. Let him roar again.
You can play no part but Pyramus, for Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man, as one shall see in a summer's day, a most gentlemanlike man. Therefore, you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it. What beard should I best play it in?
Oh, why, what you will.
I will discharge it in either your straw-colored beard, your orange tawny beard, your purple ingrained beard, or your French crown-colored beard, the perfect yellow.
Oh, some of the French crowns have no hair, and you'll play barefaced. Master, I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to con them by tomorrow night. Meet me in the palace wood, a mile without the town. There will we rehearse, for if we meet in the city, we shall be dogged with company such as our devices will be heard. In the meantime, I will drop a list of properties such as our play desires. I pray you, fail me not.
We will meet, and there we will rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect. Adieu.
Hello, spirit. Whither wander you?
Over hill, over tail, through bush, through briar, over park, over pale, through flood, through fire. I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's sphere. And I serve the fairy queen, to do her orbs upon the green. The cows that stall, her pensioners be. In those gold coats, what's you see? Those be rubies, fairy favors. In those freckles live their savors. I must go seek some dewdrops here and hang a pearl in every cow's lips ear. For all thou alba spirits all be gone, our queen and all her elves come here anon.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed the queen come not within his sight. For Oberon is passing fell and wrath, because that she as her attendant hath a lovely boy stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling. Jealous Oberon would have the child, knight of his train to trace the forest wild, but she perforce withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all her joy. Now they never meet in grove or green, by fountain clear or spangled starlight sheen, but they do square. All their elves for fear creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
Either I mistake your shape and make it quite, or else you are that shrewd and native sprite called Robin Goodfellow. I let you heat up frightened maidens of the villagery, skill milk, and sometime labor in a current, and bootless make the breathless housewife churn, and sometime make the milk to bear no bar, mislead thy wanderers, laughing at their harm.
Those that hobgoblin call you and sweet puck, you do their work, and they shall have good luck. Are not you he?
Thou speakest right. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile when I have fat and bean-fed horse beguile, neighing in the likeness of a filly foal, and sometimes, like I in gossip's bowl, in the very likeness of a roasted crab, and when she drinks, against her lips I bob. And on her withered dewlap, pour the ale, whose wisest on tone, the saddest tale sometimes, from a 3-foot stool mistaketh me. Then slip I from her bum, and down topples she, and Taylor cries and falls into a cough, and then the whole choir hold their hips and laugh, and wax it in their mirth, and muse and swear a merrier hour was never wasted there. The room fairy, here comes Oberon.
And here my mistress, would that he were God.
Cowslips bell I lie, there I couch where owls do cry. On the bat's back do I lie, after summer merrily, merrily shall I live now. Under blossoms on the bough, on the bat's back do I lie, after summer merrily.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Tanya.
What, jealous Oberon? Various skipheads, I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton, am I not thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland, and in the shape of Corin sat all day, playing on pipes of corn and versing love to amorous Phillida. Why art thou here, come from the furthest steppe of India? But that forsooth the bouncing Amazon, your buskined mistress and your warrior love, to Theseus must be wedded, and you come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How can thou, thus for shame, glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus? Did thou not lead him through the glimmering night from Perigenia, whom he ravished, and make him with fair Aegle break his faith, with Ariadne and Antiopa?
These are the forgeries of jealousy, and never since middle summer spring met we, on hill, in dale, by forest or mead, by paved fountain or by rushy brook, or by the beached margent of the sea, to dance our ringlets to the whistling winds. But with thy brawls, thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the winds, piping to us in vain, as in revenge, have sucked up from the sea contagious fogs, which, falling in the land, have every pelting river made so proud that they have overborne their continents. The ox has therefore stretched his yoke in vain, the plowman lost his sweat, and the green corn rotted ere his youth attained a beard. And this same progeny of evils comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and original.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairy lands buy not the child of me. His mother was a votaress in my order, and in the spiced Indian air by night, full often hath she gossiped by my side, and sat with me on Neptune's yellow sands, marking the embarked traders on the flood, when we had laughed to see the sails conceive and grow big-bellied with the wanton winds, which she, with pretty and with swimming gait, her womb then rich with my young squire, would imitate, and would sail upon the land, to bring me trifles and return again, as from a voyage rich with merchandise. But she, being mortal, of that boy did die. And for her sake do I rear up her boy. For her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance until after Theseus's wedding day, if you will patiently dance in our round and see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me, and I will spare your haunts.
Give me the boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies away. We shall chide downright if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way then! Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. Puck, come hither. Thou rememberest, since once I sat upon a promontory and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back, uttering such a dulcet and harmonious breath that the rude sea did grow civil at her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres to hear the sea maid's music?
I remember.
That same time I saw, but thou could not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid, all armed. A certain aim he took at a fair vestal throned by the west. And I should see young Cupid loose his love shaft smartly from his bow, as it were to pierce 100,000 hearts. But I should see young Cupid's fiery shaft quenched in the chaste beams of the watery moon, and the imperial votress passed on in maiden meditation, fancy-free. Yet I marked where the bolt of Cupid fell. It fell on a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wound, and maidens call it love in idleness. Fetch me that flower, that herb I showed thee once. For a drop of it, on sleeping eyelids laid, will cause man or woman to madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me that flower, and be thou here again ere the Leviathan can swim a league.
I'll put a girdle around the earth in 40 minutes.
And having unto this flower, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep. I'll streak her eyes with the liquor of it, and make them full of hateful fantasies. The next thing she waking look upon, be it cat or bear or lion or wolf, or meddling monkey or busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm off her sight, as I can do with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me.
I love thee not. Therefore, pursue me not.
But who comes here? I am invisible. And will overhear their converse.
Where is Lysander and my fair Hermia? The one I'll slain, the other slayeth me. Thou toldest me they were stolen unto this wood, and here am I, and woed within this wood, because I cannot find my Hermia. Hence get thee gone, and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant. But yet you draw not iron, for my heart is as true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or do I not in plainest truth tell you, I do not, nor I cannot love you? Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look upon thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much. And to leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not, to trust the opportunity of night and the ill counsel of a desert place, with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege, for that it is not night when I see your face, therefore I think I am not in the night. Nor doth this wood lack world's company, for you in my respect are all the world. Then how can it be said that I am alone when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll run from thee and hide me in the brakes, and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
The wildest hath not such a heart as you! Run when you will. The story shall be changed. Apollo flies and Daphne holds the chase. The dove pursues the griffin. The mild hind makes speed to catch the tiger. Bootless speed! When cowardice pursues and valor flies, fie, Demetrius! Your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed. We're not made to woo. I'll follow thee, and make a heaven of hell, to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall pursue thy love. Hast thou the flower there? Welcome, wanderer.
Ah, there it is.
I pray thee, give it to me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where oxlips and nodding violet grows, quite overburdened with luscious woodbine, wild musk roses and elegantine. There sleeps Titania some time of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. And there the snake sheds her enameled skin, weed wide enough to wrap a fairy in. I'll take this flower and streak her eyes, make them full of hateful fantasies. But take thou some of it, and see through this wood. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it so the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on. Affect it with some care, so that he may prove more fond upon his love than she upon his. Make no delay, we may effect this business yet ere day.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.
Come now, a roundel and a fairy song. Then for the third part of a minute hence. Some to kill cankers in the musk rose buds, some to war with the rare mice for their leathern wings to make my small elves coats, and some to keep back the clamorous owl that nightly hoots and wonders at our plain spirits. Sing me now to sleep, then to your offices and let me rest.
Come let me ride fairy
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love's take. Love and languish for his sake. Be it ounce or cat or bear, pard or boar with bristled hair. In thy eye that shall appear, when thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood, and to speak truth, I have forgotten our way. We'll rest us, Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Find you out of bed, for I upon this thing for rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosom, one troth.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off yet. Do not lie so near.
Take the sense, sweet, of my innocence. Love takes the meaning in love's conference. I mean that my heart unto yours is knit, so that but one heart we can make of it. Two bosoms interchanged with an oath, so then two bosoms and a single troth. Then, by your side, no bedroom me deny. For lying so, Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. Now much beshrew my manners and my pride if Hermia meant to say Lysander lied. But, gentle friend, for love and courtesy, lie further off, in human modesty. Such separation becomes a virtuous bachelor and a maid. So far be distant. And good night, sweet friend. Thy love ne'er alter to thy sweet life.
Amen, amen to that fair prayer, say I. And end life when I am loyalty. Here is my bed. Sleep, give thee all his rest.
Hath that wish the wisher's eyes compressed?
Through the forest have I gone, but Athenian found I none, on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force in stirring love. Night, silence. Who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. Oh, this is he, my master said, despised the Athenian maiden, and the maiden, sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she durst not lie near this lack love, this kill courtesy. Sure, upon thy eyes I throw all the power this charm doth own. When thou wakest, let love forbid, sleep his seat on thy eyelid. And so wait when I am gone. I must have it over on.
I charge thee, hence, and do not haunt me thus.
Wilt thou darkly leave me? Do not so.
Stay. At thy peril, I alone will go.
I am out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia, wheresoe'er she lies.
For she hath blessed and attractive eyes.
How came her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears. If so, my eyes are oftener washed than hers. No. I'm as ugly as a bear. For beasts that meet me run away for fear, therefore no marvel though Demetrius do, as a monster fly my presence thus. What wicked and dissembling glass of mine made me compare with Hermia's sphery eye? But what is this? Lysander? On the ground? Dead or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake.
And run through fire I will for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena, nature shows art. Oh, that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where is Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword.
Oh, do not say so, Lysander. Say not so. What? Though he loved your Hermia? Lord, what though? Yet Hermia still loves you, then be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do repent the tedious minute with her I have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love. Would not change a raven for a dove. The will of man is by their reason swayed, and reason says you are the worthier maid. Things growing are not ripe till their season. So I, being young till now, right not to reason. And touching now the point of human skill, reason becomes the marshal of my will, where it leads me to your eyes, where I overlooked love stories written in love's richest book.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? Is it not enough? Is it not enough, young man, that I did never, no, nor never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eye, but you must flout my insufficiency? Good troth, you do me wrong, good sooth you do, in such disdainful manner me to woo, but fare you well. Perforce, I must confess, I thought you lord of more true gentleness, that a lady of one man refused, should have another, therefore be abused.
Oh, she seest not Hermia. Sleep thou there, and never mayest thou come Lysander near. For as a surfeit of the sweetest things, the deepest loathing to the stomach brings. Or as the heresies that men did leave, are hated most of those they did deceive. So thou, my surfeit and my heresy, of all be hated, but the most of me. And all my power, address thy love and might, to honor Helena, and to be her knight.
Help me! Lysander, help me! Do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my breast! Ay me, for pity, what a dream was here. Oh, Lysander, look how I do quake with fear. Methought a serpent eat my heart away, and you sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander! What? Removed? Lysander, Lord! What, out of hearing? Gone, no sound, no word? Oh, lad, where are you? Speak, and if you hear me, speak of all else. I swoon almost with fear. No? Then I well perceive you are not nigh. Either death or you I'll find immediately.
Don't you want me, baby? Don't you want me? Oh, don't you
we all met.
And here's a marvelous convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot, our stage. This hawthorn brake, our tiring house, and we will do it in action as we will do it before the Duke.
Peter Quince,
What sayst thou, Bully Bun?
there are some things in this play of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword and kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
By a lake in a perilous fear.
I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have a device to make it all well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say that we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed. And for the more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom the Weaver. This will put them out of fear.
We will have a prologue, and it'll be written in 6 and 8.
No, let it be written in 2 more. Make it 8 and 8.
But will not the ladies be feared of the lion?
I feared, I promise you.
Masters, you ought to consider with yourselves to bring in. God shields us. A lion among ladies is the most dreadful thing, for there is no more fearful wild fowl than a lion living, and we ought to look to it.
Therefore, another prologue must tell he is not a lion.
Nay, you must name his name, and half his face must be seen to the lion's neck, and you must speak through, saying thus, or to the same defect, Ladies!
Ladies.
Fair ladies!
Fair ladies.
I would wish you! I would entreat you! I'd implore you! Not to fear, not to tremble, my life for yours, for if you think I come hither as a lion, 'twere a pity on my life, for I am no such thing. I am a man as other men are. And there, let him name his name and tell him plainly that he is Snug the Joiner.
Well, if that be so, but there are 2 hard things. That is, to bring moonlight into the chamber for Pyramus and Thisbe did meet under moonlight. One must come in with a lantern, and a bush of thorn, and say he comes to disfigure, or to present the character of moonshine. And there is another thing. We must have a wall in the great chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe, says the story, did take place through the chink of a wall.
You can never bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
Some man or other must represent wall, and let him have some plaster, or some loam, or some rough cast about him to signify wall. Hold his fingers thus. For through this cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
Well, if that may be, then all is well. Come, sit every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. When you have spoken your speech, enter into that break, and so everyone according to his cue.
What been homespuns have we swaggering here? So near the cradle of the fairy queen? What a play toward! I'll be an auditor. An actor too, perhaps, if I see cause.
Pyramus, speak. You, stand forth.
Thisbe, the flowers of odious savor sweet.
Odors.
Odors savor sweet. So hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe, dear. But hark, a voice! Stay thou there but a while, and by I will to thee appear.
A stranger Pyramus than ever played here.
Must I speak now?
Harry, must you, for you must understand he goes to see a noise that he hears and is to come again.
Most fair, Pyramus.
Most fair, Pyramus. Most lily white of hue, of colour like the red rose on triumphant briar. Most briskly juvenile and most lovely do. As truest horse that yet would never tire. I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Ninny's tomb.
Nina's tomb? Man, why you must not speak that yet. That you answer to Pyramus. You speak all your parts, cues and all.
That's true.
As truest horse that yet would never tire.
If I were fair, Thisbe, I were only thine.
Oh, monstrous, oh, strange, we are haunted. Fly, masters, fly!
I'll follow you, I'll lead you around about. Through bog, through bush, through brake, through briar. Sometimes a horse I'll be, sometimes a hound, a hog, a headless bear, sometimes a fire. And neigh, and bark, and grunt, and roar, and bird, like horse flowers, hound, hog, bear, fire at every turn.
Why do they run away? This is knavery of them to make me afeard. I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me. But I will have none of it. I will stay here and I will sing, and they shall hear that I am not afraid. The ouncel cock so black of hue, the orange tawny bill, the throstle with his note so true, the wren, the
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
the finch, the sparrow, and the lark, the plain song cuckoo gray, whose notes so many men doth mark and dare not answer nay. For who would indeed give his wit so foolish a bird? Who would give the bird the lie, though he cry, cuckoo never so?
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored to thy note, so is mine eye enthralled to thy shape. And thy fair virtues forced doth move me on the first view to swear that I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason of that. And yet, love and reason keep little company nowadays. The more the pity that two honest neighbors cannot make them friends. Nay, I can clink upon occasion.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so neither, but if I had wit enough to get me out of these woods, I had enough to serve mine own.
Out of this wood did not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here, whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common fate. The summer still doth tend upon my state. I do love thee, therefore go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend on thee. They shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, and sing while thou on pressed flowers dost sleep. And I shall purge thy mortal grossness so that thou shalt like an airy spirit go. Peace blossom, cobweb, moth, and mustard seed.
Ready? And I. And I. And I. Where shall we go?
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walks and gambol in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, red grapes, green figs, and mulberries. And steal the basket from the honeybee. And for night tapers, crop his waxen thighs, and light its ends at the fiery glowworm's eyes, to have my love to bend to arise. And pluck the wings from painted butterflies, to fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes. Nod to him else and show him courtesy.
Hail, mortal!
Hail!
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 Come, wait upon them, lead them to my bower. The moon, methinks, looks with a watery eye, and when she weeps, weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity. Tie up my love's tongue. Bring him silently.
DJ Puck here, taking you into intermission. Enjoy these tracks and we'll be back.
Oh my God. Anna, that's your cue. Yeah, but I remember. Oh, yep.